Hi, Shravana. Hey, Srikant. Nice. Okay, so what did we discuss in our last class? Oh, load balancer. So did you finish the task, load balancer task? Wonderful. Wonderful. Who is that? Route 53. Okay. Pawan. Okay. I think you will love AWS a lot, man. Okay. So nice. So firstly, one thing, like, do you hear any background noise from me, or it is clear? Clear. Nice. Nice. Okay. So let us jump on the next topic here. So, okay. MFA. Okay. So last topic on this EC2, the next topic is basically auto scaling. Auto scaling. Where are you? I'm newly joined the class. Can I add now? You newly added now? Join now. Karthik, we have finished a lot of things. Okay, so guys, anyone has a WhatsApp group link, you just put it here so Karthik can join there. Okay, so guys, do you remember this auto scaling? What are the three we have? Do you remember minimum, maximum, and desired capacity? Everyone, minimum, maximum, desired capacity, right? And then do you remember launch configurations? Hmm? Do you remember launch configurations? So firstly, I think I should get that launch configure. 1 second. I'll get that somehow paint somewhere. So paint 6 so, and EC2 auto scaling group. Just a second. Okay. Okay. This guy. Yeah. So auto scaling. So what is this auto scaling, guys? So scale out and then scale in. We call it as auto scaling. Remember? So whenever there is a need, so automatically EC2 instances will scale out, and whenever there is no need, automatically EC2 instances will scale in. So we have something called this minimum, maximum, and desired capacity. What is minimum? How many the minimum number of EC2 instances that the auto scaling should have at any point of time? Do you remember this? So desired capacity meaning what? How many EC2 instances that you wish to run initially? So whenever you're setting up this auto scaling group, first of all, we need to have few EC2 instances to support the load. How many that you need? For example, we'll take 4 here. And if there is any load, so it will not cross more than 6. That is called maximum. Minimum and maximums are boundaries. What is that? Minimum and maximums are boundaries. And you also know that we have three types of scaling options: manual scaling, schedule scaling, dynamic scaling. What is manual scaling? If you are manually modifying minimum, maximum desired capacity, that is called manual scaling. And schedule scaling meaning based on the particular period of the day, period or a day, that is called schedule scaling. Dynamic meaning based on the load, like we have CPU, network, whatever metric that you wish to have it, to select that, and then based on that, dynamic scaling will happen. And I just reminding you guys that how does this auto scaling group will launch a new EC2 instance with the applications inside using launch configuration. So launch configuration, firstly, what we need to do, we need to first create a launch configuration, and then there we give all kind of configuration, and then after that we'll create auto scaling group. So first we'll create load balancer, after that we'll create launch configurations, after that we'll create auto scaling group. Got this, guys? Do you remember what we have discussed on auto scaling now? Is this clear for you what we're gonna do? First, what we're gonna do is now the same index.html we'll try to put yesterday what we did, we launched an EC2 instance manually. Yes or no? For load balancer, right? Do you agree, guys? Yesterday we have launched EC2 instance manually and then added to the load balancer. Now what we do is we don't do it manually, or we'll tell auto scaling group to launch EC2 instance inside this target group automatically. We don't do that. We don't do manually, we'll do automatically now. Got this? Guys, is this clear what we're gonna do? First, what we create? First, we'll create a load balancer. After that, we create launch configurations. After that, we'll create auto scaling group. These things. And also, we'll try to integrate SNS here. Is this clear, everyone? Till here, what we're gonna do today? Guys, please respond. Everyone? Okay, you're waiting for the practical, huh? Let's do that. So here, what is the first thing that we need to create? We'll create a load balancer. Guys, we'll create a load balancer. Should we create EC2 instance manually? Do we need to launch EC2 instance manually? No. We will create a load balancer. We'll create a target group, and target group doesn't have any targets, doesn't have any EC2 instance. We will tell auto scaling group to launch EC2 instance inside the target group. Let's do that. Create load balancer. Create it. You call it as auto scaling something, and then I'll select A and B here. Next, existing target group, I call it as web server target group. What I should put it here? Inside the health, we still have our index.html, right? So let's put index.html. This is the application. I'll put it here and click on next. Guys, do we have any EC2 instance to register? No, we don't do it. And then we'll create it. Okay, so my load balancer is created with the target group. What is the next step? What should I create? What is the next step? Excellent, launch configurations. Let me start video. Yeah, launch configurations. Guys, very important. Let's go to the launch configurations here. So let's go and create a launch configuration. So I call it as something called my launch. Yeah, we have here my launch config, right? And then, guys, what is the AMI that we usually use? Red Hat, right? So let's type So it is not finding that. Let's go and find out how to find out that AMI of our this guy, right? This is the AMI ID. So here, let's go and search this with this AMI ID, and we got RHEL. Okay, we have got RHEL, and choose instance type. What is the instance type we should select? T2 micro. Explore path. Yeah. So here, spot instances. We are not going for spot instances, and we are not going for the role at the moment. And don't enable any monitoring, guys. And then don't enable any launch EBS optimize for now. Open advanced. Do you see that here we have user data? We should have our user data over there, right, guys? So let me find that user data. Or scripts. I'll take the scripts and then I'll put it here. And this time, this is my website with auto scaling. Guys, you're getting what I'm doing it here? Are you following? Everyone? What I did here, I'm creating a launch configuration. What is the launch? Here, it is my name is launch configurations. AMI ID I have selected. I've selected T2 micro. Just read it. You will understand whether you need to select or not. You should not select it, right? Spot instances, don't do it. Instance profile, don't do it. And monitoring, don't do that. These all incur charges, guys. So, and then in advanced settings, we have this user data, right? Put this user data, and rest everything you can keep it default. Should we create a new should we create a new secret group or use existing secret group? Select always existing secret group, and then select this, our default secret group. And then key pair, choose a key pair. I have 6:30 p.m. key pair, and I acknowledge. Hey, do you understand, everyone, how to create a launch configuration? CC? Nice. So I am going and creating launch configuration. Cool. Launch configuration has been created now. Okay. So now, what is the next step to create after launch configuration? Auto scaling group, right? So you select this, create auto scaling group. So guys, auto scaling group is depend upon this launch configuration, right? So you need to create an auto scaling group from this launch configuration. So I have here options, create auto scaling group. I'm going and creating. So just give a name called my auto scaling group. Okay. And the launch configuration, guys. So you can select any launch configuration, but at the moment we have created only one launch configuration, naming called my launch config. So select this my launch config here. Do you understand step 1? You just give the name and select the launch configuration. That is step 1. Next, step 2. So your EC2 instance should be in which subnets you select it. I want it in subnet A, 1A and 1B. I don't want it in 1C, but in general, you can put it in 1C. Because you are selecting the subnets here. Is it clear? Step 2, step 1 and 2 is clear. Nice. And next, click on next. Guys, this is too much of automation, auto scaling group. You just need to select it. Rest everything will be done by. It's too much of intelligence is included now than previous. Okay, now load balancer. So do no load balancer attached to an existing load balancer attached to a new load balancer. We are not, we have already created a load balancer, right? We are going and selecting the existing load balancer. Okay. So choose a classic load balancer. Do we have classic load balancer, or we have a application with target groups? We have application with target groups. So select the first one, and do you see that we have created a target group now? Web server target group. We are selecting it here. Yes, this is the connection between this auto scaling group and then target. How, if you have a question, how does the auto scaling group will put it in the target group? This is the link we are giving it here. This is very important to understand, guys. Is this clear? Nice. Okay. So all the traffic should come from where? From load balancer, right? All the traffic should come from the load balancer. And then here we have health check grace period. Health check grace period meaning, let's say whenever you launch, whenever auto scaling group launch a new EC2 instance, right? And then how much time it should wait to do the load balancer to check the health checks, to check are you there or not? How much time that it need the EC2 instance to warm up is this here. So if you need, it by default it has 5 minutes, but if you want to reduce it, it's up to you. And don't enable any monitoring for this, not required. Hey, do you understand step 3? We have selected the load balancer, selected the target group, ELB, and then health checks, that health check period, grace period. Nice. And click on next. Do you see that here? Desired capacity, minimum capacity, maximum capacity. Desired capacity, I'll put 4. Minimum, I should put 2. And maximum, I put 6. Guys, your wish. The numbers are based on the requirement. Here, I just put 4, desired capacity 4. Now you tell me, when I click this create auto scaling group, how many EC2 instances will be created, will be launched? Oh. Some people are saying 2 and 4. What is 2 here? And what is 4 here? What I said, guys, desired capacity. How many EC2 instances that you wish to run initially is the desired capacity. So based on the desired capacity, your EC2 instances will get launched. So it will not check minimum. Guys, do you understand? You're saying understood, and then you're giving wrong answers to me now. Minimum and maximum are just boundaries. Minimum and maximum are just boundaries, right? So when you create an auto scaling group now, it will launch 4 EC2 instances, and based on the scale out, based on the demand, it will scale out maximum 6, and based on the demand, it will scale in till where it will get scale in till 2. Before 2, it will not go. Minimum 2, the minimum and maximum are just boundaries. And how many EC2 instances that it will be launched now? 4. Okay, nice. And scaling policies. So we need to have scaling. We need to have scale out and scaling. Na? If you put none, it will be like this only. It will not change. The EC2 instance will be 4 only. EC2 instance will be 2 and 6 only here. Only. But if you need the scale out and scaling happening based on the load, you need to select this target tracking scaling policy. Guys, I still remember in our previous version of this auto scaling, we have to do a lot of things. But here it is now has its own artificial intelligence that it will take care automatically. What we need to give it here is metric type. So mostly people will go the CPU utilization. Guys, when you need to have scale out, if the CPU utilization average value, your metrics is like this. See, average, or you have application load balancer request count, and based on requirement choose it. Your average CPU utilization is it should have in that auto scaling group, your average CPU utilization should be, let's say 80% or 80% or 60% or let it 50%. So in this diagram, in this auto scaling group, for this entire group, it will check if the average CPU utilization is 50% is okay. If the average CPU utilization is going greater than 50, then it will scale out automatically. How many? His wish, depend upon the demand. And maximum how many? We have given 6. And based on the demand, it will go and scale in automatically here. Do you understand that point? Guys, so here you need to just give only the average value and leave it to auto scaling group. So it will keep your auto scaling group average always 50. If it is going beyond that, it will scale out. And if it is going very below that, it will scale in based on the load. It is automatic now. And then you have instance needed. How much time you need to warm up? Again, here instance needed 300 seconds is default. Got this? And then if you don't want to scale in, you enable this. If you enable this, scale in will be disabled. That meaning, guys, when there is a no demand, it should scale in. It should remove the instances. If you select this, it will disable the scale in, but we don't want like this. We need to have scale in also, right? Guys, do you understand this step 4? Everyone? Basically, what you have to do, you have to just give the numbers and give the average value. That's all here you need to do. Everyone, is it clear? Nice. And click on next. And here you see add notifications. What is that? Add notifications. Guys, what is the service where it's used for notification purpose? SNS, right? So if you click on here, add notifications. See, SNS is all about 2 things. Guys, let us quickly talk about SNS. In SNS, we have something called topic, and we have something called subscription. Topic and subscription. So guys, what we need to do is we need to go and create topic first. So you can create n number of topics. What is the topic that you need to create? Just give a nice name. So for example, I'm just giving an example. So I create a topic called 6:30 p.m. batch, for example. I'll create a topic. So in this topic, what I do is I'll add you all as a subscribers to this topic. How do you subscribe? There are multiple ways to subscribe. So you can subscribe using email. You can subscribe using SMS. And you can subscribe with some other thing. But what we know here at the moment is email and SMS. So I'll create if there are any topics available in SNS, so you can go and subscribe it. So any service in AWS trigger this topic, you will receive the emails or SMS based on your subscription. You will get the notifications. Yes, you will get the notifications using SMS or email. So you have now in YouTube, you have subscribe option. If you click on it, whatever he has uploaded, he push something to and he will get the notifications, right? The same way here also, you can create multiple topics based on your requirement. Here, I'll create a topic called here now. Do we have a topic? No. So we already have a topic, something 9 a.m. So let me go and, for you don't have any topic, you need to go and create a topic here. Create topic. So I'll put it as 6:30 p.m. batch. And you should receive an email. Right? So I'm just giving you my email here. All right. So you can give multiple emails. Can we select both? Which one both meaning? No, you cannot select both. Only one topic here. You can add notification, multiple notifications here. There you can select the other one. Harsha. Yeah, you can. I'll show you. I'll show you. So guys, is this clear about this topic and subscriptions for you? First of all, I'll quickly show you SNS also. Is that clear on SN topic and subscription? Nice. So here you give the email ID. You just give the topic name here and then give the email ID. And then guys, whenever this auto scaling group, where are you? Whenever this auto scaling group launches, terminate, or fail to launch or fail to terminate, whenever these events happen, you will receive the email. Got that? Nice. And click on next. And then click on next. And then now, if you click on create auto scaling group, it will create everything automatically. Boom. So how many EC2 instances you should go and launch? 4. Let's quickly go and see. Do you see that? How many EC2 instances got launched automatically now? So automatically it will launch, and then it will put all our user data in all these machines. It will automatically register this target in the target group, and our load balancer, we can access the website using our load balancer now. Everything will become automatic now. Got this? Right? So I'll quickly show you the SNS here. Simple notification service. So I have 2 topics here, 9 AM batch or 6:30 AM batch, right? Guys, you can go and create a topic here also, no issues, right? So here I'll go to 6:30 AM batch, and here you see the subscriptions here. So it will send an email to me. I need to go and subscribe, guys. I need to go and subscribe. Someone gives your email ID and a couple of phone numbers. I'll add it here. You will get an emails. Create subscription, protocol, give some email. Hold on, I got 2 emails enough. So I'm creating an email like this, create subscription. So you should receive an email now, right? So I should remove all these things now, right? So Sai Prabhu, you should get it. And then I'll create one more, but this time I can go with the SMS. Can anyone give the phone number? Sounds Gaurav, I got Gaurav's. And hold on. I think it's +91. Let's see whether it creates subscription. And I'll create another subscription with Srikant's number. SMS +91. This. Create subscription. Okay. Pics. Okay. So guys, do you see that? Sai Prabhu, you got it, right? Okay. So if you click on subscribe it, Sai Prabhu, subscribe it. Don't worry, I'll delete it here. You don't get charged on. I should get, I will be billed actually. Did you subscribe it, Sai Prabhu? Okay. So now I refresh this. Do you see that now it is pending confirmation? So if I refresh it, if that guy is subscribed, so do you see that now it is confirmed? So guys, now what I'll do is, do you have see here push message? If I push message, everyone will receive the message. Let's try to push it. Push message, I'll say that, hello. I'll call it as, hello there. Okay. Hello baby, huh? Your nice wording. Push it. So you should receive an email and SMS. Can someone confirm? Did you got the messages? Gaurav got the message. right? Yes. Do you see that here? So if you can have 1 crore of 1 crore or 10, I don't know, huge. You can have this one topic can handle huge subscriptions. You can create subscriptions like this, and then if you want, if I want to see, I could have done like this also. I could have get all your mobile numbers, and I'll create a subscription like this, and then if I want to do something, any updates on the badge, I can just push a message like this and you'll receive an emails or SMSs. You got an idea now on SNS? SNS is all about this topic and subscription, nothing else you have. Let's go here back to our auto scaling group. Nice. Okay, let's select this auto scaling group. And guys, let's see our instances. All our instances are good. Let us see our target groups. Go to target groups. Here you have targets. Do you see that all the targets are healthy? So that meaning my load balancer should work now. So take our nasty URL and then put it. Do you see that now? Guys, so this is my website with now auto scaling. So whether SNS is a manual process or informing others about activity, or it cannot be, let's say, it can send both. Yeah, it can send both. It is about the automation simply. Yeah. Guys, do you see that website? Now this website is on my auto scaling. So do you think this website will any uptime on this website now? I mean downtime on this website? You will not have any downtime on this website because you have auto scaling in the background. Is it clear for you how to create and set up auto scaling group? Nice. And let us see what are the options we have it here. If you select this auto scaling group, right on the left side bottom auto scaling group, and I don't like this new one, but yeah. So do you see that here number of instances here 4, right? Desired capacity is 4, 2, and 6, guys. And if you're going and editing like this, desired capacity should be 5. What is this called? This is called manual scaling. So what we have to do if the target instance is unhealthy? So you need to check. You need to check your website is not working. Your application is not working, Srikanth. So user data problem. You have a user data problem. So first check with your EC2 instance with the public IP. If that is working, then it should work. So guys, so now I have modified this desired capacity from 4 to 5. So that meaning what? If I click on save, what will happen? Update. What will happen? It will go and launch one new EC2 instance again. So remember we have given 5 minutes of time. So let's it is updating here. Do you see that here? This is called manual scaling. So if you want to go and increase the number of instances like this, if you are doing it manually editing it, that is called manual scale. Got that? And then here you have all the details, and here you have activities. Guys, what is happening? All these things. Why? See, it is pre-in service. That meaning it is launching an EC2 instance now. So what is the cause of launching the EC2 instance, and what is the cause of scaling out, scaling in, terminating everything? You will have a cause here. So if something is happening on the auto scaling, you come and read here why it is happening. You will get to know this. So why it is happened here? So increasing the capacity from 4 to 5. That's the reason why it is launched in new EC2 instance. Got this? So this is the activities. What are the things happening here in the activities? Basically, you will get it here. Automatic scaling. So this is what we have. What is we have given 50% as an average CPU utilization, right? Anytime we can go and basically we need to Yeah. Yeah. Here you have it. And if you come down here, you have schedule actions, guys. What is that? Schedule actions. What is schedule actions meaning? Schedule scaling, guys. So we have done here, we have seen dynamic scaling because we have done dynamic one, and we have seen manual scaling also, and we have schedule scaling, right? Schedule scaling meaning here you have to go and create a schedule. See it, I call it as Friday boom scale. Desired capacity, I'll put 10. Minimum, I should put 5. Maximum, I put 20. Guys, so if on Fridays or Saturdays, if you're getting some festival sales and all, on that day, specific day, if you need to have more auto scaling on that particular period of time, you can go and do and create a schedule like this. So here, every week you need, every 30 minutes you need, once in a week, when? Next Friday, coming Friday. Great. Do you see that? So coming Friday, exactly at this particular, exactly at this time, you will have 10 machines additionally launched onto that. Got this? So this is called schedule scaling, but I'm going and deleting it. Yeah, it will not work until unless it reaches that time here. But do you know how to create a schedule scaling now? You can schedule it for you don't need to pick such a big numbers. You can put 2 or 3 just like that, and then try to give next day, or I mean same time, maybe 7:14, right? At 7:30 you can give it, and then see automatically it is launching an EC2 instance or not there, if you want to do some lab there. Instance management, all the instances will be shown here, right? And then monitoring, you can see enable enhanced monitoring. Don't do that. Monitoring you have it. And here you have instance refresh. Instance refresh. What happened? My machine is hanged. Okay, now. Okay. So guys, so instance refresh is meaning, start instance refresh meaning what happens is, so it will terminate all the existing EC2 instance. It will launch freshly new EC2 instance with your new updates. If you need, if you click on this, start, see, an instance refresh replaces all instances. Each instance is terminated first and then replaced with and which temporarily reduce the capacity, right? So if you have, let's say, if you have a latest application, and you created a new launch configurations, right? And then you want to update it on your existing EC2 instances. So you can go and start refreshing it, so that it will kill one old machine and it will launch one new machine, and it'll put it in your auto scaling group with your load balancer for any kind of updates. Got this, guys? And also one important certification question here is, you cannot edit launch configurations. You can only copy it and then create a new one. You need to create it. You need to create a versions out of it. There is no option to edit it. You create it, and then probably you can go and attach that new launch configurations to your auto scaling group anytime. Here. This makes sense for you? Everyone, is it clear on the auto scaling? So if you go and launch any new, if you go and terminate the EC2 instance, now you tell me, is it good to go and terminate the EC2 instances all like this? What will happen? So if you terminate like this, someone, let's say someone has terminated all just like this. Boom. This should not usually happen, because if unwantedly someone has done like this, what will happen? Auto scaling group it will take little bit time, because we have given 5 minutes of warming period. So Auto scaling will understand that someone has terminated all his EC2 instances, and then minimum should be 2. Auto scaling will really fast and then try to launch a new machines in this group, so that your website will be available again. Is this clear? One second. So do you see that here now? Within few seconds, right? One EC2 EC2 instance getting is launched. See, so within few minutes, your website will be up again. So if someone has done purposefully also, don't worry at all. This auto scaling group will take care. Right? Great. Do you understand how this should how to configure auto scaling group with your application now? Everyone? Remember, in this auto scaling group, we have given user data, but you have application, you have to select. Remember, we have selected RHEL, right? Or Red Hat AMI. Instead of that place, you have to select your own custom AMI. If you have your application in your AMI, that's the only change that you have to do in your real time. Any questions? No. So are you ready for the task? Right. So do you see that here? Guys, create ELB with empty target group, first thing, and keep HTTP in your security group. Keep this in mind. If you don't have this security, your website application will not work. And make sure you have a default rule, all traffic itself. Don't change that. And then create a launch configuration, select an AMI ID, provide user data script, and create an auto scaling group with minimum DC and max. Check your targets in your target group. It should be healthy after that. And then access your ELB DNS name. So try to do manual scaling, how I showed, and try to do schedule scaling, and try to do instance refresh, and try to terminate EC2 instance manually and see what happens. That's what I have done here. And then after that, delete your auto scaling group, delete launch configuration, delete load balancer and target. You understand, guys? I'm putting this to you here. Yes, instance refresh meaning new instance. You will get to know if you do the lab. Do you see that another EC2 instance getting launched? See, and if I refresh, see, my website is back again. Why it is going to and fro like this? Remember, the other one is not ready yet. It's coming. So that's why it is going there like this. Sir, in path-based routing, Red Hat Enterprise and Test page, default page is coming. So in that case, user data problem. So user data problem, Shino, please check it. You should have, if you don't have /index.html, by default, you will get this Red Hat page. Please check your user data. Yeah. Nice. Sir, in SNS, you have added me also subscribe. Yeah, you have to add. Yeah. You want me to add? No, I just added for fun for you to show how to do that. Nice. So, see guys, do you see that fatafat? You know, EC2 instance getting launched. So guys, if you want to delete this now, so don't terminate the EC2 instance. First, you need to delete the auto scaling group. Once you delete the auto scaling group, then only all the EC2 instances will get deleted automatically. Don't terminate the EC2 instances. If you terminate the EC2 instance, it will come up like that. Nice. So will you take up those tasks, what I have given on this load balance, on this auto scaling? Excellent. So guys, by this, finally, we have finished our EC2, such a big, long journey, isn't it, on EC2? It's quite so many days we have spent on EC2. Nice. Great. Guys, so EC2 is the only biggest service. So rest all service are, don't worry, rest all service are 1 or 2 days. Our next biggest service would be S3 for 4 or 5 days, 3, 4 or 4 days. So rest are all like one day, like 1, 2 maximum. So we went very deep on this EC2 because EC2, without EC2, you cannot call it as AWS guy. Can you give me the final CC for today on this? Okay, so there is a question there. While accessing IP in EC2 user data, it's showing while exiting IP in EC2 user data. It's showing not reachable. Not reachable. Why? Suva, please mail me. I didn't understand your question, but yeah. Great. So I have got so many CCs. Nice. Guys, that is all for today. And I'll see you tomorrow with the next fresh topic. Until then, take care. Bye-bye. Have a nice day and good night.